You know, my workshop has always been my place to enjoy myself. My place that is truly my spot. My place that I go to get away from it, because it's about me and creating something out of a piece of wood. And one of the things I've always enjoyed is making things for other people and knowing that they put it to use, that it makes their lives better, or it gives them something that they look at and they treasure and say, Mark Holmes made that. And that maybe somehow, some way, when I leave up out of here, when I'm pushing up daisies, when I am just dust in the wind, that maybe some of the things that I've built will live on, that I'm no longer here, but the memory of me will be there. The things that I created, that people will look and say, that was touched by those hands of Mark Holmes. That is, it's always been about a sense of pride. Well, honey, I'm actually finishing a bet to the stinking New York Giant.
Oh, what happened?
Coppizzle.
You had to make him one?
This is a different guy.
Oh, not
This
is,
yeah. So, I was saying.
Oh, crap.
I was saying, that's exactly how I feel. Oh, crap. Thank you, honey. My wife always knows how to put it into words. Until now, I used to always enjoy building things and people enjoying it. Until my Dallas Cowboys season ended on that field in New York. In some ways, I could say thank you, Pizzle. In some ways, because at least you ended the idea that some Cowboy fans had that Andy Dalton is better than Dak Prescott. That we don't need Dak Prescott. That the Cowboys should tell Dak Prescott to go pound sand. Now, I will say that Andy Dalton, after getting his hand stepped on, after having an atrocious first half, did gut it out. Did pull the team close. But in the end, it just wasn't enough. Just wasn't enough. The reality is the Dallas Cowboys, this season has been terrible. We just haven't had the horses for the race. And there's no shame. No shame in it. It happens. Can't always be the best. But at least, here's the good news for our Cowboys. This season is finally put to bed. It's done. It's over with. It's out of here. We have time to start planning starting today. We have time to start planning what kind of team we want to be. The fact that my team came through and still competed. They started out, they were ass. They were bad. They were terrible. They were horrendous. We had an opportunity still to win the game, even after not being able to run the football. Andy Dalton passes all over the place. Offensive line not being able to block. Our defense not really being able to stop the run. But my team showed some character there and clawing and fighting back. Now here's the good news. I'm going to put a positive spin on it because that's what I do. I'm the glass half full type guy. It looks like we'll be maybe the 10th pick in the draft. That's still high enough that we can get a game-changing player that moves all the rest of those draft picks up. That's help. That's real help. We'll have that third place schedule. Had we won the division and went to the playoffs, be the 19th pick. It would be not quite high enough yet. It would be the 19th pick in the draft. It'd be the first place schedule. So as I look forward to Washington, if Washington ends up winning tonight, beating the Eagles, they'll have that first place schedule. They'll be playing your New Orleans or your Green Bays and teams like that. They're going to have a tougher road to hoe. They're going to have a pick 19th. And they've got some needs. One of those is going to be quarterback. It's going to be harder for them to do something on that one. They may be Alex Smith's team still next year. For you Giants, you got the second place schedule. You got about the 11th pick in the draft. It's going to be a little harder to get what you need and a little bit harder to schedule. Now, don't get me wrong. You guys beat us. Shout out to you. But as I look at your quarterback, I'm not sure that Danny Dimes is the answer. Now I'm going to say, a man that ain't got his word is a cockroach. Seriously. And nothing I can stand worse. I can't stand worse. Is a cockroach and a fair weather fan. You know those guys that show up only when their team's winning? That literally, when they lose, when they make a bet, they run and hide. I can say a lot of things about Coppizzle. a lot of things. A loudmouth, braggadocious, idiotic, too much WWE, maybe too much coffee. But one thing I can say is he's not a cockroach, because when his team sucks and loses, he cries like a little bitch, but he shows up. And see, a person who will give it to you when they're at their lowest, that's somebody that you can trust. You may not like them, you may hate their team, but that's an honorable person. And that's the kind of stuff that's forged in fire. You know what I'm saying? And like this non-cockroach, I am a man of my words. New York stinking giant colors. I just got to get a giant NY to go on there. And I'm going to honor my bet, because that's what a man does. It's what a man does. And for some reason, Coppizzle and his followers want me to bend the knee. You ain't no royalty. And I'm too damn old to bend a damn knee. I got 5 knee operations on these knees, due for a knee joint replacement that I need to try and make it till I get to 60. If you cockroaches think that I'm going to get down on my knee, well, here we go. Here we go. Up. I bent my knee. I did bend my knee. Don't worry, Coppizzle. We're coming back at you next year. Enjoy the belt.